How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it's Friday evening. Just got to the cabin now for the weekend. Just going to do a little cabin video. Yeah, beautiful time of year now. The ice is just starting to melt out of the bay here. There's actually a seal out on the ice there. I'm going to head over there now in a second and see if I can get a little bit of a closer shot of that. Might put the drone up and fly out, see if I can get some drone shots of that seal, if it'll stay there for a little bit. Yeah, we're at the cabin for the weekend, and tomorrow morning I'm going to head in the woods for the day. So I'm hoping to do some ice fishing, but I might be a little bit too late. The ice is starting to get pretty sketchy now. On the drive down, I drove past a few ponds, and the ice is not looking too good. But anyways, we'll figure that out tomorrow. If I can't get out on the ice, we'll just spend the day in the woods and have a cook up and just give the dogs a good run. Here's my moose head from fall. Hung it up in this tree here. Anyways, yeah, great to be back at the cabin. Haven't been here for a while now, so looking forward to spending the weekend here and getting out in the woods tomorrow. Spend the day in the woods with the dogs, so should be a good weekend. Well, you can see there was an otter around the wharf here. Got tracks all around. See where he's been getting up and down out of the water right there. Yeah, there's a seal right on the edge of the ice, but the GoPro is not going to be able to pick that up very well. Alright, so that was a bad idea. I talked myself out of putting the drone up, but then I decided to go ahead and do it anyways, and flew out over that seal. But when I turned to come back, the wind was blowing away from the cabin and I couldn't get back. But after the wind dropped out for a second, I managed to just barely get the drone back. So I'm not going to mess around with that anymore. I would like to get some more shots of that seal, but I don't want to lose my drone. So maybe tomorrow we'll have another opportunity to get the drone up. Wood stove's going good now. Couple chunks of birch in there now, warm the place up. Got a few onions frying here now. Moose burgers going in the pan here shortly. Starting to look good now, boys. Fried onions and a couple of moose burgers. Hard to beat it. All right, guys, Saturday morning and we're off for the day here. So I'm gonna try and hike into a pond. I have a spot in mind where I want to do some fishing. It's gonna take me at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half to get in there, depending on the conditions. Like I mentioned earlier, the ice is starting to get real sketchy now, so I'm gonna have to take my time, check the ice as we're going here, and stay away from all the brooks and stuff, just to make sure that we're safe. And hopefully once we get into the pond that I want to fish, there'll be enough ice that I can get out and drill a couple holes and do some fishing. Anyway, the dogs are having a time, having a good run, so it should be a good day. The sun is just coming up now, about 7 a.m. Anyways, take you guys along, show you guys the scenery on the way in here. It's a beautiful spot, and hopefully we'll get a meal of trout out of it. Have a big fire, boil the kettle, and just have a good day outdoors. Sun is just rising behind me now. What a morning to be out. Goose has started with the stick already. Dogs needed a good run. They haven't been out for a few weeks now. So we pretty much had all the snow gone. But this is what you see now. We got just yesterday about 5 centimeters. But it's not bad. No need for snowshoes. It's actually pretty good going. So I should be able to make good time to get into the spot where I want to get. As long as the ice holds up and I can actually walk around the ponds. So ice conditions are holding up pretty good so far. There's a brook right here. I thought this would be wide open now, but still froze up, so I had to watch it though. You can see the ice is starting to get bad around the shore and up in the brook right up there. Anyway, I was gonna hop on a trail now, get off the ice for a bit, follow an old snowmobile trail into a couple of more ponds. Shallow water here, but still don't want to get wet. Whoa! Yep, that's exactly what I wanted to avoid, but anyways, let's keep her going. Hey guys, if you're heading out like this, especially late in the season or early in the season, I always check the ice. I know it sounds like common sense, but some people just don't do it, and unfortunately people go through all the time. So got, Goose? That's a big old stick. Come on, let's go. Come on, go. Good girl. Whew, stop for a little breather now. Good going, but it's all open water here now and it's a little steady. So I don't know how much ice is going to be in the next pond, but we'll soon be there now. So We'll find out shortly. Got a couple more brooks to cross now, and then we'll be at the next pond. Get that stick. Get that stick. All right, we're at the next pond, and she's all open up here by the brook, so we might have to take to the woods here now and do a bit of bushwhacking to get around this, because we're heading that way. So I'm gonna have to cross the brook here, get in the woods over here, get down past this brook, and then might be able to get back out on the ice. Should have brought my regular rod. I could have done a bit of fishing here by this brook, but I didn't. Check this out, boys. It's a winter wonderland in here. Just beautiful. We're probably about halfway to our destination, sticking close to shore. There's a couple more brooks that we got to get around, but overall hasn't been too bad. Spots like this you got to watch. You can see the ice is getting bad there, but yeah, like I said, not too bad overall. Come on, Goose, out here, let's go. Let's go. Good boy. Spring is here, but winter is hanging on for now. What a beautiful time to be out though. Beautiful time of year now. Everything's just starting to come back to life. Well, we came to another sketchy spot on the pond where the brook was open, so we had to start bushwhacking to get around it. And we're into a tangly old spot here now. That bit of fresh snow that we had yesterday is all clung to the trees too, so there'll be a bit of snow going down the back of my neck here. But we don't have far to go, and we should be able to get back out onto the pond again, I'm hoping. Whew. Oh, we're going to burn a few calories here today. We have one more pond to go, and then we'll be on to our pond that I'm going to start fishing. So almost there, hopefully. All right, well, we made it to our pond here, but the ice doesn't look great, so I'm gonna pop a couple of holes down here with my auger and just check and see how much ice is actually here. Along the shore, it's not good at all, but when you get out a ways from the shore, it seems to be pretty decent. But I don't want to take any chances, so make sure there's at least 5 or 6 inches of ice here. Okay, so I think we should be good. Took me a little bit there to get down through that. Must be at least 6 or 8 inches. So I think we're going to be all right as long as we can stay away from those sketchy spots there along the shore. Oh yeah, there's about 8 inches, I'd say. All right, we're gonna carry on slowly down this way and get to our fishing spot. All right, first hook going in the water. So let's put on a new spinner here. This is one Scott Martin gave me, MFS Baits. Don't forget to check him out. What a day now. It's gonna be a bit of wind, but other than that, beautiful day. All right, boys, we're on the board. So just pulled one up, not a bad little trout. Only been here about 5-10 minutes. I just got the third line down in the hole and hauled this one up. So let me get a hook back down now. Hopefully hook into another one. Yeah, I got this one on this little orange guy right here. Another one of Scott Martin's that he sent me. Still got a piece of worm on there too. So not a whole lot happening with the fishing. I just got that one trout and we've been fishing for a couple hours now, so they're pretty scarce. Anyways, the wind came up quite a bit and started to get pretty cold. We were down that end of her, which is where I normally fish this pond, but it got too windy. I couldn't stay down there. Started to get a chill, so we packed up and came up to this end of the pond. We're a little more sheltered here in this cove, but no luck. So there's a little brook that runs out right there, so I'm just staying a little ways out from that. Still about 6 inches of ice here. This rod just went down, but I think the wind just knocked it over. So yeah, we're gonna fish for another probably half an hour or so here in this spot, and if I don't have any luck, I'm gonna make my way across the pond, find a nice little sheltered spot in the woods there to get a fire going, get some lunch on the go. Keep an eye on Goose too now, make sure he don't go over by that brook. He's out in the woods there somewhere, wandering around. All right, boys, time to get a fire going. Oh, it's freezing out on the pond out there. That northerly wind is really making a big difference to the conditions out on the pond. So I just brought my little silky Gomboy folding saw. Gets the job done. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hands are gone numb now, they're that cold, but fire is nice. Gonna get a good warm up here now, get some lunch on the go. Got some moose sausages and a can of beans. Boil the kettle. I spend an hour or so here by the fire. I don't know what I'll do after lunch. It's not great out on the pond, it's just too windy. So the next pond back, I'm thinking maybe a little more sheltered from the wind, so maybe I'll start hiking my way back out the trail and stop at a couple of spots on the way out, see if we can't get another trout or two. But for now, looking forward to getting some food on the go. Yeah, she's blowing. What do you want, Goose? Where'd you stick to, bye? Millie's tired out now. She's just laying down there in the snow. You're waiting for the moose sausages, aren't you? Alright, I got a can of Bush's maple style beans. So I'm going to put those in my pot now and get those warming up on the fire. Moose sausages, hot Italian. Going right on the grill. So these are made by Central Meats in Grand Falls, Windsor, Newfoundland. Locally made. Great little spot. Go check it out if you are ever in the area. They do a great job on their moose sausages, I gotta say. Some of the best I've ever had. Alright, this is gonna be good. I'm starving now. Cannot wait to eat this. Cook up these sausages now, warm up the beans, and we'll be eating in no time. Oh yeah, she's looking good now, boys. Alright, let's try one of these sausages. Good stuff, boys. Beans should be warmed up too now. Kettle's boiling. Gotta love it. Anyways, I'm gonna continue enjoying my lunch here. Just gonna sit by a fire for a while. Enjoy the heat. I'm not in any rush. I got all day to get back out to the road, so just gonna hang out here for a bit and start making my way back out the trail. Like I said, probably stop and try a couple spots to fish on the way out. What a day! Here comes Millie sneaking under the tree there, trying to get closer to the moose sausages. What do you want? Yeah, he knows you're gonna get a piece. Moose sausages and maple beans. What a combo. Alright boys, we're back out on the ice after lunch now and dropped the hook down here. This is a different pond now. Just by this little brook here and hooked into a nice one. That's a beauty. Yes sir. So I got this one on the same hook as the first one. This little orange, not sure exactly what it's called, but it's doing the job here today. Yeah, that's a beautiful little brook trout there, boy. Anyways, I'm gonna get the hook back down now. You never know, we might pick up a couple more here. Starting to warm up a bit now. Beautiful afternoon. Still a bit of wind, but it's not quite as bad as it was out on that other pond where we were at this morning. A little more sheltered here. That's quite the stick you got there, Goose. Come here. This is the game Goose plays all the way up the trail. He'll drop his stick. When I almost get up to it, he runs and grabs it so I can't get it. Then he'll take off up ahead a little bit. When he gets just up ahead, he'll stop again, drop it. When I'm almost up to the stick, he'll come grab it and go on again. He does this over and over. There he is. Goose, how am I supposed to throw it if you won't let me have it, boy? All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. So the fishing's been slow. Absolutely beautiful day out here though. But time to hike back to the road. It's almost 4 o'clock now, so by the time I get back, it'll be about 5 or so. So I think I'm gonna end the video here. Just gonna head back to the cabin now, relax, and enjoy the rest of the weekend. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, Millie, you ready to go? Come on, let's go.